What's up, creepers and keekers? Chris the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? You know, not too long ago I did that video on Indy 500, and we talked about the awesome Atari driving controller, though it's only used for one game that I know of anyway. Maybe a second game out there that's obscure, but we'll just go with that. One game. Our good friend Mr. Brian over at Brian's Man Cave mentioned he had two copies of the game but no driving controller. So I dug and I dug and I dug and I finally found one that I think we can send his way so he can experience Indy 500 for himself. Overall, it's in good shape. It's got a little bit of schmutz here and there. We can take care of that. But let's test this thing out and see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll open it up and see if we can't get it to work well for him. Alright, first we need to plug the damn thing in. Let's look at the controller connector. Everything looks like it should be jiving. Into the Atari. Fire up the game. Press start. And there we go. Looks like it works just fine. No repair needed. That's going to make for a real short video. So let's give this thing a good douching. Maybe we'll open it up. I'll show you what's on the inside, because honestly I've never opened them up. I'm assuming that they're probably similar to the paddle controls, which is a pot in there, potentiometer. But you never know. Alright. If you're ever wondering about this project, yeah, it's still a thing.
Just be nice.
So is that. Well, of course, that too. And here's one I haven't shown anyone yet. It's going to be a custom Skeletor. See, I even made a cape. I sewed it. Oh, and that's a thing too. Still, with a couple other little things. This is a thing that became no longer a thing until I make it a thing again. And that is going to become something pretty cool that you can purchase if you'd like. Figure what the hell, I'll show you my random setup. It's always messy, because I'm constantly going in there looking for shit. And there's a good handful of games missing because they're over where I play. This is my shelf of happiness. This is my shelf of pure joy. And that's the shelf of where the fuck does this stuff go? Don't even ask. More stuffs. Oh no. Oh no. The baby fell down. Remember that? I still love that. That very well may be a spot where we start making video game videos. Maybe. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Because this is where I normally play my video games for you folks. And look at this. My backup stuff. More games and another TV. We need a bigger place. Alright, so enough of that nonsense. Let's open this thing up. Let's get it cleaned up for him. And we'll see what's inside of here. I've honestly never opened up a driving paddle. Now, that must be a testament to how little these things get used. I've yet to ever have one that didn't work. So, I'm just curious if this is the same as a regular paddle for the Atari 2600. So, let's carefully open this up in hopes that nothing pops out. Okay, yeah, so it's just a potentiometer. That's all. This one just happens to spin constantly. If it were to fail, you could squirt a little WD-40 into here and then just spin this back and forth quite a few times to clean it up. Some people even go so far as to actually open up the pots and they clean up the contacts like you would, say, the cartridge pins on your video games themselves. So, well, it doesn't look like we have to do much cleanup inside there either. I was kind of hoping we could blow it out or do something, but let's get these screws back on. Give it a good cleaning. And we'll get it ready to head up to good old Canada to be a part of Mr. Brian of Brian Man Cave. His collection. and he gets to experience the Indy 500s. Now, unfortunately, he'll only have one. My go-to. He'll only have one paddle to play, so he won't be able to play with anybody else. But if he's like me, he doesn't really have anyone else to play with, so just wipe it down. Oh yeah, we get the schmutz. Maybe I should have pulled this off before taking it apart. But, what is that? That's on there. I don't know what that is, but get this all nice and disinfected in case there's gonosyphilis all over this thing. And, alright, give me a few minutes to figure out what this black schmutz is and get rid of it. Alright, guys. It's all cleaned up. It's ready to package up and send its way to Canada, to Mr. Brian of Brian's Man Cave. And, it's the best I could get the button. There's still a little bit of schmutz on there, but it seems to be ingrained in the button. So, I was kind of hoping there'd be a repair to be seen. But I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? Just shows how well these things are made, and secondly, how little these get used. I mean, the screws don't even have any rust on them, okay? So not too many people have sweated with this in their hands. So guys, I hope my randomness was at least entertaining for you. I don't know. I'm not very good at that kind of thing. But either way, I hope you're doing well. Go ahead and leave feedback. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. All feedback is positive. And at the end of this video, I'll leave you with a slideshow of a really cool old abandoned town. There's not much left of it. And in the end screen annotations, there will be a link at the bottom right to where you can learn all about that place. And that's really all there is to it. We took a hike today there, and I just took some pictures, and you'll get to enjoy them now. So guys, hope you're doing well. Take care. Creep it real. And bye-bye.